think we should actually look at it and say, there's a lot of strange indicators popping off that indicate that we might be coming very close to the end of this market. And I want to short the market, right? I want to short the top of the market. Why? Well, because I've made so many gains this cycle, right? So I can risk 1 to 5% of my gains trying to short, which gives me 5 tries, right? This is with no stop loss, okay? So let's say I risk 1 to 5%. Let's say I risk 5% trying to short the top. That gives me 5 entries to try and short. And let's say I try and short BTC at 105k. It pushes to 110k, where I try and short 110k. It goes to 120k, where I try and short 120k. Okay, I've lost 3 times now. I've lost 3% of my portfolio, and I don't want to try anymore, right? I've risked 3%. I'm going to keep the other 97% for the bear market, which is a huge amount of money, a huge amount of your portfolio to save for the bear market, right? And let's say I keep going, and then on the 4th time I hit it. Let's say maybe I short BTC at 125k. If I'm right and BTC has at least a 50, 60, 70% correction, in the bear market, that short is going to print so much money, because obviously there's some leverage there too, right? It's going to print so much money, I could potentially make 20% back. So 20% of 10k, $200,000 if I take a 10k trade, depending on how much leverage you use, right? You've just seen I made 70x, so 70% on that mood daying trade, but that was on high leverage, right? That was on very high leverage. So depending on how much leverage I use, depending on how much I allocate, depends on how much I'll make. But for me, it's worth the risk. Would I risk 1, 3, 4%? Yes, absolutely, trying to short the top, especially if I can make 20, 30% back